It has been an interesting and weird week here in Columbus. There's been a lot of changes in the city and with the football team. Mostly good, but some, for me, very different. We stopped by one of the first independent breweries here, a great supporter of the local team. Jay, thanks for having us here at Elevator Brewing today, man.
Appreciate you coming. Glad to have you.
Jay Taylor of Elevator Brewing offered to show me around and, of course, led me in the right direction to their beers. As you walk around Columbus itself, you mentioned, it's gone from 3 kind of older breweries,
right,
to now upwards of 20 breweries.
Yeah, I think there's probably 20, 23, something like that, counting ones that they're talking a lot about breweries and planning, like people that have already submitted business plans and they're already, on the radar of the, Craft Brewers Association, things like that. So it's just been crazy. Just the last few years has been such an influx and just a boom. I mean, our thinking is, that the rising tide raises all ships. We welcome that here at Elevator. We think that the more good beers out there, the better off all of us beer drinkers are going to be.
Drink beer, it's good for you. I'm empty-handed and I'm filled.
Elevator was born in 2000, and in addition to their brewery, they run a fantastic restaurant located in a historic and possibly haunted building. A member of the first ever Columbus Crew team and club holder of most assists, Robert Barzicha, has mentored me my entire professional life. After playing in his native Poland, Robert, better known as the Polish Rifle, moved to Everton in the newly formed English Premier League. Here he is, scoring some excellent goals. And look at that lovely mustache. Movember would be proud.
Playing for Everton, Preki played with me.
Yes.
And he was always telling me that, the league in the US is going to start soon. And then I was always thinking about, I had a contract set up that I can leave anytime.
Oh, so it was a plan you had?
Yeah. So that was a plan I had, because we always talk about US, and my kids we always talk about US. That's a very popular destination in Poland. So we just wanted to experience life in US. And then I asked the agent, which one, Columbus I'm going to. He said Ohio, and I look at the map, Ohio, But when I came to, I think I landed in New York, and the immigration officer asked me, where are you going? I'm like, to Columbus. What are you going to do there? I'm like, I'm going to play football. He looks at me.
Yeah. You don't look like an American football player, no offense.
He said, football? I remember he asked me, for who? For Ohio State? I'm like, what the heck is Ohio State? I don't even know Ohio State.
In 1999, Columbus made history by building the country's first soccer-specific stadium. Mapfre Stadium, formerly known as Crew Stadium, has become the spiritual home of the US men's national team. 10 US men's national team matches have been played here, with 8 of them World Cup qualifiers. America's neighbor to the south has been welcomed to Columbus for 4 of those qualifiers.
Again, lightning doesn't strike twice in Columbus, Ohio. It struck 4 times. Histosa Cero again.
So Andy, you came into Columbus about a year ago now, just under a year. Obviously president on the business side. What did you know about the club before coming in, the history, and the stadium's history?
Obviously that this is an iconic club that plays in an iconic building. So Columbus Crew SC, the first official chartered club in Major League Soccer, plays in the first soccer-specific stadium built for Major League Soccer. We've won the first professional sports championship for the city of Columbus, which I think you know a lot about. And we're very proud of our heritage as a team of firsts.
We stopped by Westerville to meet up with an old mate of mine. Mike Clark, a member of the first Columbus Crew squad, and someone who played well over 200 games for the club. We met at Uptown Deli and Brew that serves the local, delicious Temperance Road brewing beer.
Ask me about. Here's a funny one. Ask me about. We had to do an appearance one time. The Limited, obviously big in Columbus, that type of stuff. They asked us to come to the mall when the downtown area had a mall. That we had to go down there, and we went into the Limited store as players. This is the first year of the league, and we go in there, and they had us. And I'm not even kidding you. Wear underwear, like limited underwear, with literally like in a tight maybe undershirt, like that's it, just underwear and that, and walk. We were in the store where people would be walking in and shopping.
You were just walking around with your nuts hanging out.
And Maze is Maze is in there. It was the most degrading, embarrassing, and like and people were in the back like doing push-ups before they would go out because they were trying to get bigger, like to go out there. That was ridiculous.
Dude, Maze probably loved it.
I mean, how funny is that though? They had us do those.
Oh
types
God,
of
that's one guy you wouldn't want to stand next to wearing underwear. He was hung like a rogue elephant. Drafted in 2001 by the Columbus Crew. Moving here from California, a bleach blonde, blue-eyed boy at the time. I had no real idea where Columbus, Ohio was. Leaving now, it's a place I'll forever call home.